Hi everybody, welcome back to my gardens. I'm Cindy and I garden in Manitoba, Canada. We're in a small town on the west side of Manitoba, which I think some would consider to be southern, some would consider it to be central. So anyway, we've got a nice little microclimate happens here. And today was a beautiful day, mid-September, and fall is always a good time to do some moving around of some stuff and some planting of a few things. So I want to show you what I've got here. I have a beautiful daylily here, which I'll be planting, and I have some hosta seedlings. I had dug a few of these up when they were very tiny and sent them off to get some special attention with my Aunt Evie. Anyway, she had gone for a visit to a friend's place, Elaine, and Elaine thought that I would enjoy the white daylily. So thank you, Elaine, if you're watching, and thank you, Auntie Evie. I'm going to get busy and I'm going to plant some of this stuff this evening. Hopefully all holds out well for me. So here we go. So I removed a lot of the rudbeckia that was in here, had self-seeded, and I feel a lot better about it. Some of them handled the move very well, some of them need some water. I'll trim them back, they'll be fine. Anyway, that left me a little bit of room to plant a few other things. So now I'm going to pick a spot to put the daylily. Let's see what we can find for space. All right, I'm looking around the flower beds. I can see that I need to move a couple little things, but definitely I have some space to put my daylily, and possibly I need to move, let's see, we'll move that phlox, and I think we'll put him, I think, over here somewhere. Anyway, I wanted to show you this little fella. Got a little woolly bear. Very young little fella, find a place to be. Anyway, let's get at it. here we have a lungwort, and this one's called Mrs. Moon. That'll be a very pretty little addition there. Nice little pulmonaria. But no, I don't have that kind yet. So. All right, a quick show of what we've got. So we planted all these brown-eyed Susans yesterday. Some of them did very well with their transplant, some not so much. I just put in this garden phlox right here, which the new leaves look nice and green coming out, but the ones that came out earlier this summer, not so much. And I see he's attempting a second bloom. And we planted this pulmonaria here, and it is called Mrs. Moon. And we planted this daylily right here that we got from Elaine. It's a nice white daylily, so it's got a spot right next to the path. Ought to be a perfect place for it. And over here, I planted one of my little hosta seedlings. I had to haul in some extra topsoil, a little bit of manure, and we've made him a nice little home here, so we'll see how he does there. I have no idea if he's going to be a big one or a little one, so I guess we'll find out. We might end up moving them, who knows. And so far, that's what we've got planted. So hi everyone, I forgot to hit record when I had planted my daylily and my hosta seedling. So I'm just going to touch on a few things that I have accomplished here. So I had taken some video of me cleaning up all the brown-eyed Susans, the rudbeckia, and I moved it all. So it's relatively got some empty spots now, which is good. However, I've got Asiatic lilies in here that are slowly going dormant. So we will see what happens next spring with that. But here's an update. It's the following day now, and the brown-eyed Susans have handled their transplant fairly well. I haven't checked the other ones over at the other end of the yard. And let's have a look here. So here's my daylily, the one I got from Elaine that my Aunt Abby had brought for me. Looks very good. I'm happy with the spot that he's in. And it is a Gentle Shepherd is his name. Excited to see him in the spring. I have planted this little lungwort here, and this is Mrs. Moon. So we'll see what he looks like in the spring. I might be moving him. I'm not sure yet, but it seemed like a good empty spot to put him. Here's the rest of the open area. So I did have little hostas planted in here. Still have some weeding to do. Anyway, and over here, I have a heuchera that I planted. And here's one of the little hosta seedlings. So no name, I have no idea how big he's gonna get, so we'll wait and see how that pans out. I might end up moving him. But anyway, thanks to my Aunt Evie, I have many of the seedlings yet to find spots for, and I will slowly put them into different spots here and there. But anyway, lots more breathing space in here. I hope the brown-eyed Susans will be happier over there. So now I have one more little task I have to do here. Besides pulling out south thistle that's blooming. My goodness, look at how well the lupins are doing here. Very nice. Big tall guy over there. So I have this little hosta here. Hands up. He doesn't get a lot bigger than that, and he is being lost amongst the petunias and the snapdragons that I normally put in here. And this lupin gets very, very big and likes to take over this spot. So at the moment, it's kind of just brushing right up against him here. So I'm going to move this little guy, and I think I'm going to put him over here next to my paradigm, which I dug up last year. He had a portion of him that was getting solid green. So I dug him up and separated him out, and now he's kind of almost starting from scratch. He used to be much bigger, but anyway. I'm going to put, I think, the little hands up. I'm going to set him right in there. So let's get to that, and that little task will be done. As you can see, the soil's not the best. The hostas seem to like it, and the lupins self-seed in it. So it's a little bit of loose gravel with lots of drainage, and there is dirt mixed into it here and there. So I have no doubt in my mind that that little hosta will be happy there. So anyway, that's another job done. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me in the garden. See you next time. Almost forgot. There. Now we're done.